So, is alcohol actually making my mental health worse? Dr. Ray Donna here, youth and adult psychiatrist, here to discuss all things mental health and wellness related. Today I'm going to be discussing a topic that probably affects a lot of people, but they might not be aware of it, and that is actually the consumption and drinking alcohol. Alcohol is something that is so widely used throughout the world, and it's so normalized. And I'm not going to say that alcohol is completely a bad thing, but for people who are struggling with mental health specifically, it's something that I tell them to take special consideration of or take a pause of. We all know that alcohol can be fun in social settings, right? A glass of wine with dinner, a few beers with friends, of course when you're legal. But have you ever stopped to think about how it might be affecting your mental health? Spoiler alert, it can make things a lot worse. Let's break it down. So here's the thing, alcohol is a depressant. That means when you drink, it slows down your brain activity. You might feel relaxed or more confident at first, but that's just the beginning. Let's talk about the 3 major ways that alcohol messes with your mental health. Number 1, alcohol can make your anxiety and depression worse. If you're someone who struggles with these things, alcohol might temporarily help you and feel more disinhibited and less stressed, so you think you can drink to relax. But here's the catch. Once the alcohol wears off, you end up feeling worse. Why? Alcohol acts on different chemicals in your brain, like serotonin, which helps regulate mood. Once the serotonin is gone or dysregulated, you might actually feel more anxious or depressed afterwards. It also actually works on the major inhibitor neurotransmitter in the brain, GABA. So the GABA is something that helps you keep relaxed and helps you keep less anxious. But when the GABA is actually depleted from your brain, that is when a lot of times anxiety will go through the roof. Number 2, alcohol can seriously mess up your sleep. A lot of people think alcohol helps them fall asleep faster. And yeah, it might knock you out at first and help you go to sleep easier at first, but it actually disrupts your sleep cycle. You end up getting less of that deep restorative sleep, which is REM. Poor sleep means waking up groggy and irritable, which, surprise, surprise, affects your mood and mental health. And it also leaves you probably not feeling well the next day, both mentally and physically, and probably less likely and able to do the things you wanted to do, poor distraction, concentration, and just overall feeling tired and not your best self. Number 3, alcohol lowers your inhibitions and clouds your judgment. If you've ever woken up after a night out wondering why you made that questionable decision, you know what I'm talking about. When your brain is under the influence, you're more likely to make impulsive choices, which can lead to regret, guilt, or even anxiety about your actions. Not great for mental health, right? Now, I'm not here to tell you that you can never have a drink again. I'm someone who's all about moderation, but it's also important to be aware of how alcohol can sneakily worsen your mental health, especially over time if you're dealing with stress, anxiety, or depression originally. So for all of my patients or everyone who is, drinking alcohol or considering drinking alcohol, I just tell them to pause for a moment and ask yourself, is this something that is actually hurting or helping my mental health in the long run? And is this something that I actually need in my life? Sometimes being mindful of what you're putting into your body can be the key to protecting your mental health and well-being. Again, I'm a psychiatrist who's all about holistic and ongoing treatment that doesn't necessarily have to be based on medicine. And alcohol is one of those things that really is just normalized so much in today's society, in today's world. And again, I'm not saying that you should never drink alcohol, but I will say it is something that I so commonly hear within my patients that really can affect their mental health and anxiety and depression. I've had a patient even recently just telling me this week that they decided to stop drinking just to see how they did. And their anxiety, which was debilitating and manifested in so many physical ways, just completely dissipated within the last few weeks. And besides engaging in therapy with me, all they really did was stop drinking alcohol. So I really think that's just something to take into consideration when it comes to you and deciding to drink or not. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more, and drop a comment if you've had any experiences with alcohol affecting your mental health. We're all in this together. Until next time, take care of yourselves. This is Dr. Marie Donna.